Good morning, everybody. Again, this is Dean Manheimer, and today we're going to go through Dublinetwork. This is really important for those of you that have recently just joined Dubli and/or are building organizations, and you're going to have new people joining you. And this is going to be very useful in helping them to familiarize themselves with Dublinetwork, what they need to do immediately upon registration, and really locating where everything is at. Now, a couple of things that I'm going to recommend. I will go through this. I'm going to go through this in detail through each one of the links, but I also encourage each of you to take the time necessary for yourselves to go through also every link, read through it, familiarize yourself with everything that's in Dublinetwork. It may create some questions. If it does, great. Write them down so that we can get those questions answered for you. It's not that you need to become an expert in Dublinetwork, but you want to be able to guide your people at least to where they need to go and what they need to do in terms of utilizing Dublinetwork to their best advantage. So as a new distributor or new business associate, when you register with Dubli, this is your Dublinetwork location, and this is what it's going to look like after you've logged in. You log in with your email address and whatever password you've created, and then you will come here. Now, this is a brand new one that we just created. You'll notice you can tell we're logged in. The individual's name is up here, their BA number. Their rank is right here, team member, and it shows how many days are left before they need to have that monthly VIP voucher bought and sold to stay active and current with Dubli. So that's at first glance right here. Now, I'm going to go through the links as you see them running horizontally here, but I also, before I do that, I'm going to scroll down just for a moment, and you're going to notice that the page is also set up in blocks. Here is one that says company news. Here it says promotion booster. Here it says latest presentations, special promotions. Down here it says upcoming meetings, and then right here you see it's the Dubli Days 212. This is actually going to be converted over to for the most current. This is what I call a quick reference to go to areas within your back office very quickly versus using the links running across the top, but you need to know how to use them both. You'll also notice over here on the right-hand side, mall commissions. This is the list of what we call the localized malls in all the countries that they're in. If an individual was truly interested in knowing exactly what the residual or what the commissionable transaction fee is based on a particular store or a vendor in a mall, this is actually where you'd come to. You'd click on the country, then it'll pop up with the alphabet just like it does in Dubli.com. You'll look for the store, click on the store, and then find out whatever that percentage is. It generally, if you just use the free cashback as a general rule of thumb, and I say general rule of thumb, to try to figure out the cashback, because it does vary from vendor to vendor, and sometimes it'll be less, sometimes it'll be a little bit more, but we're not trying to be exact here to figure it out to the penny, but it's just to give an individual an average idea. That's all it's designed for. So that's right here. The Inside Magazine is right here, and the merchandise shop is right here as well. And this is where you can go buy the T-shirts and banners and those types of things for those of you that are doing those types of promotions that are out there. A little further down, you'll see here the upcoming meetings that are taking place. Here's the Dubli TV, and this is where there's a lot of videos. We're going to go in detail on that here in a moment. This is just another way to get there very, very quickly, and any organizational news will be posted right here as well. So I want to scroll back up to the top. Let's start down the links. The first thing a brand new BA will want to do, this is the first thing out of the box, is log into their back office, come right here to this link. This is my office. You'll see this drop-down window appear. The first thing they're going to want to do is go right down here to where it says My Profile. You're going to click on My Profile. It's going to bring up a page where the business associate literally can customize what they have in their back office. In other words, their address, all those types of things. Now you're going to see here, up here is right here is where you can put your photograph of yourself. We'll see that at the bottom of the page here in a moment. There's the name. Here is the username that was created, and here's their business associate number. In this box right here, it says personal data. All of that that's in this blue area without the boxes like where the title, address, you can see these can be changed. The name, Date of birth, social security number cannot be changed. Those are fixed. The email address cannot be changed. If you got a new email address and you want to use it with Doobly, what you'll do is you'll create a ticket. You'll send the ticket into the company stating that with your BA number and what the existing email address is, what the new email address is you want to use, and they will change it for you. And I'm going to show you how to generate a ticket here in a moment. But if you move, you can change any of that right here. You can, as you scroll down here, if you use the company name, it would appear here with the EIN number. Here is your username. Now, these you can change. You can change your password, everything right here. You'll notice as we scroll down here under the preference box, make sure the language is set for whatever you want it to be. You know, your options obviously are a whole variety that are available to you. Then right here where it says show only my, this drop-down window here says real name, username, company name. Now, whatever you defaulted to, that's what's going to appear up here. See over here, it says username CMG Business, and that is what appears up here, and that's what the individuals that go to your website will see, your username, because you've defaulted to that. Now, we happen to be logged in, and when you log in, you will see your real name, but other people will not see that. So you can choose what you want it to be, and then you can change it anytime you want to change it. You also want to make sure that these little boxes are ticked: newsletter, email to receive, frontline, downline, show honors. You want all of these boxes ticked. They won't be ticked when you first log in here, so that you make sure you're getting absolutely everything that's available to you. If you use Twitter, your Twitter ID can go here. And then in this box right here where it says About Me, this is where you can write a little story. This is where you can tell people whatever you want them to know about you, what you're doing, how you're going to help them, or whatever you want it to be. You're going to write that and you're going to put it in here. And then right down here is where you can upload your photo. You can choose a file off your hard drive, and then you'll click upload, and it'll put the photo there for you. Whatever changes you make, it really is important that you make sure that when you do that, you click this update profile button. If you forget to do that, then the changes that you're looking for will not be saved, and you'll have to come back here and do it all again. That's the first thing that a new business associate wants to do, because when they come back here, once they brand new, first time they log in, this username is actually going to be an email underscore some numbers and whatnot. So they want to take that out and put in whatever they wanted. So then they want to make sure the address and all this information is also correct. Once that's done, then they know at least this portion of it has been done correctly. So I'm going to click on My Office, and this is how you go back to the main page again. So we can start all over. But the profile is the most important thing to make sure that we get that done and get it done brand new for a business associate getting started in the business, so they know all this information is correct. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here. I'm going to click on Buy a Product Package. The product package is where you can go and make some additional selections. Now, in this case, this individual would have come in as a team member, so that it paid the $99 and the $495 to become a team member. But under the Buy a Product Package, you're going to see all of the products that are available. You can upgrade to the TLA packages from this position by paying the difference. The ability to buy some additional vouchers, trial vouchers, all of that will be readily available here. You'll also be able to see what products are available to you as a business associate. Now, when for example, if you selected the TLA package when you came into the business, those product packages the only ones that will be available to you would be those that you could possibly upgrade to. The one that you purchase will no longer be available to you. And once you pass that position where the TLA packages are no longer of value to them, they will disappear. So what I'm saying is, for a business associate, the only thing that you're going to see are those things that are actually available to you and appropriate for you to buy. So here's your product packages. You're going to notice here's everything that's available to this particular business associate. So the membership packages to buy additional are there. The VIP packages that are additional are also there for them. The discount packages, in other words, they have literally everything available to them as a brand new business associate that came into the entry-level position. When you go to buy your monthly voucher, you're going to go right here. It says monthly VIP voucher. you're going to tick this box right here, because as soon as you do, it will open up a drop-down window so you can select the quantity that you want to buy, whether you want to buy 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, whatever it is that you want to buy. So here's my office. We've been to my products. I'm going to go down here to my orders. On my orders, this is where you will go and see your history. Now in this case, this shows the history of the $99 that was bought, the license, and then here's the membership package that was bought with a zero balance. Now this is also very important for those of you that are registering brand new people. If you register an individual, let's say for whatever reason there was a challenge with the card, it didn't go through, something happened, doesn't matter, whatever happened. First of all, what happened was the system will have created a business associate ID number for them, and the email that they were using to register will now be in use with the company. So if that happens, do not have them try to re-register. It will not happen. They'll get an error message that says that email is in use and they can't use it any longer. What they will do is they will come back to their website, to Dublinetwork. They will log in using the email address and password they created when they were attempting to register back, and they will automatically be brought to this page. And whatever they were attempting to buy, and let's just say it was this entire piece right here, the 99 and the 495. Both of these will be in red, just like the balance right here shows in red 0. These will be in red. And what it means is they haven't been paid for, and they'll show an open balance of these two figures added together. So it'll be roughly $600. They will tick the box, and they'll need to do it, one at a time. They'll tick the box that they're going to pay, and then they will come down here and fill in this information using a credit card or whatever they're going to do and click Pay Now. That one will disappear. It will become black. The balance will be reduced by that amount, and then they will tick this box, and then they'll do the process one more time. And then the balance will, then it'll appear like this. It'll say 00. These will be in black, no longer in red, and they'll see up here they're fully activated and they're good to go. That's very important if for any reason they had a challenge registering and it didn't complete. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go down here to my earnings, and this is where they can go. They can look at any of and you can do this daily if you choose to do so. You can see what your earnings are. It'll break it down for you by business associate packages being bought by those in your organization. It'll break it down by your personal customers. You'll be able to click on it and you'll be able to see, the details in terms of the business associate ID numbers, the earnings that you got. You won't be able to see details. I mean, the company won't allow that just for security purposes. But you're going to be able to see what you got paid on, what the purchase was, the business associate ID number, and any particular information that applies to it. It could be a customer or a customer purchase or those types of things. So that's where you're going to go to see all of that under my earnings. And now here's the breakdown. It's defaulted to network commission. So this is where you see your BA packages. And whatever your current amount is for the month, it's going to show in this line. Same thing with anything going on in the partner programs, and any promotions will appear here. Now, the promotions that the company runs, by the way, for example, right now we have the open line bonus and we have the quick start bonuses, if you're a brand new BA and you register 3 people within your first 30 days. The promotions do not appear until roughly somewhere between the 5th and the 8th of the month. And that's where that figure will end up here. Because I know a few of you have called me and wanted to know that, you get some bonuses coming. This is where you see it, but it'll get added after the month closes out. You won't see it during the course of the day. Now, if you're a team member, team leader, team coordinator, your earnings are actually paid weekly. And they will immediately appear down here in available balance. If you're a sales director or above, we're paid monthly. So that figure will show here in pending balance. You'll be paid when the month closes out. For those that can collect on a weekly basis, it's done once a week. So you just close it out probably on a Friday, and then you just request the funds out. And I'm going to show you how you do that because it's in another section. You can break this down if you want to look at personal customers, pending cash back, any organizational customers deductions. Also, you have the ability to come here and look at it historically. In other words, you can click here and go back and look at it from month to month if you want to look at any of these particular categories as well. So that's where you'll come to see that under my earnings. Now, under the payout link, this is where you go to actually request the funds be sent to you. In the earnings category, you have the ability to see what the earnings are and the breakdown on them. In the payout is where you request from the company the ability, the request from you to send those funds to you, and you can use it using the e-wallet. If you're brand new, there's a couple of things that will be very important to you. There is a section in payouts, and it's called How Does It Work? Now, if you're making notes, please write this particular one down, especially if you're brand new, because you're going to want to go look at this, and you're also going to want to direct your people to this. There is a link in the payout section called How Does It Work? It's a tutorial, and it will walk you through literally how to request your funds each month, and the funds need to be requested between the 6th and the 9th of each month. That is the time window right now. That is the window, if you're on a monthly basis, to make the request for those funds to be transferred. If you miss the 9th, if you try to do it on the date, and right here we're in the section, right here it tells you all the specific information that you need. When you come down here to how it works, you click right here on this link. The tutorial will come up, and then you will be able to go through the entire tutorial. It will walk you through exactly what you need to do. And it's very important that you understand that, and it's not that you got to teach or train your people on it, but you got to be able to point them here so that they can come back here, click on it as well, so that they realize what the process is and how to do that. Now, because a brand new business associate, this is the process they need to go through to also establish their e-wallet. It's initially created for them when they registered as a business associate with Dubli, but it won't be activated until the very first commission run that they're entitled to. And so this tutorial will walk them through how to make that request, and it goes to a company called Commission Plus through Paylution. And Paylution is the company. It's an outside company that handles the funds, and they do this for a lot of companies. Some of them are from the network marketing industry. Some of them are from the hospitality industry. And they guarantee the funds go to the individuals. So here's the tutorial. It's right here. You'll click on these buttons. It walks them through. It tells them what information they need to have available to them, this type of thing. All of this is right here in front of them, and each one of you, and this walks you through exactly off of Dublinetwork's page where you go to your earnings, the process you go through to do the selection. So all of this is right here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but what I want you to do is I want you to know it's here. Make a note. If you've not gone through this personally yourself, make a note to do that today. And here's what's important. Those of you that are not brand new, that you've got earnings for last month, and maybe on a month-to-month basis because you're a sales director or above, is that tomorrow will be the 5th, so you've got a day or so before that the earnings will go from pending to available, and you have that between the 5th and the 9th to make the request. So go through the tutorial, understand what you need to do, make sure you follow it, because if you don't do it on the 9th, let's say you try to make it on the 10th, the window will have closed. You won't have access to those funds until the following month. There's no reason to wait. So pull out everything that you can and just do it accordingly. So that is here. Also down here is on my organization. This is where you'll go to take a look at. You can look at your group. You can see the individuals. You see you're personally enrolled. You have the ability to click on them, break it down. You can go further down in the organization, and you'll be able to see their ranks. You'll see the date they registered. You'll be able to see all the detailed information. It'll help you run and develop your business. This link here, the monthly qualification voucher, when you click on that link, it tells you how many days you have left before you need to purchase a new voucher. It will be very similar to the one that's up at the very top up here, where right now in this particular account it would show 31 days. You'd see the same exact thing in the monthly qualification voucher link itself. Customer points will be where you can go and see your customers, both of these two, personal customers, customer points, and those are related to the customers and your referred customers and their referred customers. So that information is here. Also remember now, you do not see the details to contact in customers. The company, there's a security issue, a privacy issue. The only customers you'd ever be able to have access to and contact directly are those that you know because you personally enrolled them. Now, if those customers, referred customers, you'll see their username, you'll see their purchases, you'll see no information to contact them. If you're an individual that's doing some cold market recruiting, internet marketing, those types of things, if you've not captured that information up front, You will not have access to those customers. That's Dubly's responsibility. That's the employees of Dubly. They're the ones that will go and they'll do the incentivizing, the communications, and all those types of things. The contacts, if you use this as a contact manager, this is where you'll go to find it. Most of the business associates, quite frankly, have been using their own contact manager they've had for years, but it's available if somebody chooses to use that. My profile, we've already been there. We've gone through that, so you'll see, again, this is one of the links that's available. In my downloads, everything that you do, everything that you purchase, a voucher, a package, or whatever, the receipt is sent to you in an email, in a download. And you can come here and click on my downloads, and then if you want to, you can actually put it on your hard drive and then save it. It's the same thing that you're going to see up here in this corner where the cursor is. Right now there's 0 downloads, but this indicates exactly the same thing as far as any receipts or anything that the company has sent to you. And then right here is my emails that are the same thing in terms of any communications. If you are using the My Contact as your contact manager, your emails to them and whatnot would be housed here. Again, most of the business associates, they've used the systems that they've been educated on and trained on. Now, the second link, as we go horizontally, this is my office. The second link is my vouchers. Now, the thing about my vouchers is a brand new business associate, when they enter the business, for example, if you bought the $4.95 package, you're going to have, you selected either 5 of the 1-year VIP vouchers, or you selected the 50 1-month. This is where you see them. There's been some confusion from people about where do I find my vouchers, where do I see them, what do I do? Okay, in this account, because it was a team member account, here's the 5 vouchers. This is where they see them. So you'll see the number 5 right here. There are some people that thought, well, it shows me here, I just buy 5 more. No, it's 5 is what you got, but if you want to buy more, you'd click on the buy more. Here it gives you the explanation on the different vouchers. Here it tells you information on the vouchers themselves. When you scroll down here, right, here's where you can send a voucher. Here's where you can, if you had some of the old vouchers, none of you will have because you're all relatively new. It would be on this tab. Most of you don't need to worry about it. If you set up an auto payment system to always buy an additional voucher every single month so you didn't forget, it would be under this tab. And when you want to go look at the history of any of the vouchers you've sent, whether they've been activated, whether they've been used or whatever, you'd come to this tab here. Now, under the Send tab, which is what we're on right now, if you, in this case, this individual would own 5 VIP vouchers. It's defaulted to premium, so the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take this and going to change it to the VIP. This is for those that bought their packages initially. These are VIP vouchers. So you're going to change that to this first so that you're on the VIP, and then you'd come in here and you'd put in the first name, last name of whoever you want to send it to. You'd put in their email address here and leave the Dubly user ID blank. Do not put anything in this box, and then make sure that you set the portal to the correct portal for the country the individual lives in. Australia, Europe, U.S. Global. And by the way, if you're sending it to somebody in Canada, it goes under the U.S. And once you've done that, then you just click Send Voucher. If you're sending one to yourself, if you're brand new and you're going to use one of your own vouchers, you're going to do the same thing. You set up your first name, last name, the email address that you used in registering Dublinetwork. You change the portal, and you're here in the U.S., you're going to change the portal to the U.S., and you're going to send one to yourself because you're going to use one of your own vouchers to become your own VIP customer. So this is where you see that under vouchers. Under reports, and that's what's under the vouchers. Under the reports, in the reports, this is where you can go and you can create a number of reports that help you look at your organization. You can look at business associates that don't have retail customers. You can look at those that have different packages. You can look at those that are related to recognition. And here's the 3 categories: my business, team recognition, and your personal reports. When you click the down arrow, this gives you all the different reports that are available to you. Select what you want to. We won't go through all of these. You can come back here at your leisure, go through them, take a look at them, see how they work, and then figure which kinds of reports best fit you for whatever your business plan is. Then the team recognition right here is where you can come and you'll see within your group top 10 cash flow, top 10 personal recruits, this type of thing. So if you're you're building an organization, you know how you can recognize some of your own people. And then your personal reports, same situation here. You can look at your own cash flow, your own customers, and your own honors. So that's all under reports. Under education, this is where you're going to come. The Dublin Network is here. The Dublin Business System. You want information on the compensation plan in detail, you come here. Here's how a link that takes you to Dublin TV. I'm going to come back to this here in a moment, and because we're going to spend a little bit of time there. This here is what is a Business Associate link, and that's really for brand new people that maybe don't understand that it's simple. It's it's a creation of a hyperlink. If you're using it for registering a customer in Dublin Network, it's going to be dublinetwork.com/your number. It's going to show you that format back there. So that's what this is for. The organizational icons, this is where you're going to go and get and learn what are all the symbols mean. And this will educate you on the symbols and the uses within Dubli. The glossary will be the terms that we use within Dubli and how to become familiar with them. Honors will show you all that's available in terms of recognition. And this last one here is also important because your business associate, your business, I should say, is a business, and you have the right to sell it. So if you decided at some point you wanted to sell it, this is where you'll come. It's a bill of sale right there. It's done electronically, so if you're selling your business, you're the one that's got to generate the bill of sale. You'll click on that. It's coming from your system, so that's what's going to automatically be loaded there, and then you're going to put in the name of the buyer and the appropriate information to do that type of transaction. Under the education link, under the marketing link, this is where the current PowerPoints are. And you'll come here, and this is where you can come in and download the PowerPoints that are available to you and put them on your hard drive. And that way, if you've got them available to them, you don't have to come back to Dublin Network. If you've got a laptop, you can put it on your laptop, that type of thing. So right here is all of them that are available to you, and they're all set up for you to be able to download. Compensation plan as it exists today, and it's also broke down by locales. You've got Europeans, you got U.S., you've got Australian, you got for India. India is almost like a separate business unto itself because of the price points that are there. Promotions, the Cayman promotions are here. All of the information, statistics. There's some great information back here, so I recommend you come back here, take a look at what's here, download some of it. Here's some additional information on how to use the payout system and Paylution, which we just looked at underneath one of the other links. Also under marketing is where you've got the customer brochures. Now you can use this particular area. You can actually download the customer brochure. You can use it almost as an email, if you will. Right here, you've got it set up. If you're going to send it out on the web, here it is in this format. And again, make sure you're selecting the correct one. This is Europe. This is the United States. This is Australia. This is for India because you're going to notice it's half price. Over here is in the printed format, so you can actually take it to a printer and create some things if you want letterhead, all these types of things. So all of it's available, and that's under the marketing link. Also, for those of you that are doing the home parties, if you will, and that's the VIP customer acquisition aspect of Dubli, this is where you'll find all of the details, everything that's available to you, including the downloads, the descriptions, the handouts. Everything is already been done for you in advance, so it's all right here. The promotions is where you'll come and you will see what the current promotions are running. Some of the promotions, will all, not some, they will all eventually change. They're run for given periods of time. This one right now, when you come back here, here's the promotion on Dubli Golf and Beach Resort. So there's all the specifics on it so that you understand how to qualify, what you need to do. As you scroll down a little bit further, here is the new frontline bonuses that are available, that type of thing. This tells you exactly what to do, how to do it. It's available to all of the ranks, and you get a $300 bonus for every 3 new team members that buy a package within that 30-day period. It tells you what 30-day period it is and when it starts. If they're TLAs, the bonus goes to $1,500. So that's all right here, and then you've got the breakdown for India because the price points are also different. Here is up here, actually, what I call it open line bonus. Sorry, it's a front line bonus. Down here is the open line bonus, and that's for every new 10 business associates entering your business. You get a $500 bonus. Now, it's based on your rank, so you've got to be a team coordinator above, And if you are, and you're qualified at the beginning of the month, very important, at the very, very beginning of the month, then, and as long as there's not a team coordinator between you and those other people, they count to you. Same thing with sales directors, vice presidents. So these bonuses can be very, very handsome. They can generate a lot of dollars for individuals as they're building their business. So that's all back here underneath promotions. Again, I would make sure you come back here often, at least once a month, twice a month, just to make sure they haven't changed, because they are promotions and they will change. The banners are also back here, and this especially is very important for those of you that are doing internet marketing. The banners that are available to current promotions that are running by the company are back here. There's a great variety of them. All you do is you copy the HTML code over, go paste it whatever promotion you're running, wherever you're running it, and it will be available for you. Same thing with the DoBot avatars. Those are current. The logos that are back there are also approved by the company, and you can use those both offline and online in terms of promotions. Anything you see back here in your back office is approved by the company for you to use, so you don't need permission. So here's just an example of some of the banners. Here's the HTML code. You just literally copy it all over and go paste it wherever you're going to put it. So I'm not going to scroll down through all of it because there's just a ton of them. You'll see a lot of them that are back here. Under the marketing and events, you've got both the meeting calendar. You've also got the event calendar. The meeting calendar is a lot of the webinar promotions that are taking place on a global basis. And so if you've got, and you're building teams in different countries, you want to know who's doing what languages, this is where you're going to come to take a look at it. It's going to tell you what days, what times, the registration link that will be there, the language, who's doing the promotions, those types of things. It's all going to be available for you right there. The events calendar will also show you events that are, and these are physical events that are taking place globally. Whether they're we got the road show that's coming up here in the U.S. this month. Those will be all posted back here. There's a road show that'll be running in Europe. It'll be back here. Any of the physical events that are taking place anywhere in the world, you'll be able to see where they're at, what the cost is, all those types of things, so that as you build your business, especially on a global basis, you're going to have the ability to come back here and to plug people into it and know who to, where, what location, and what the price is and that type of thing. Then the last link here is in the partner program, and those of you that are doing the partners, you have the ability to come back here and look at the definitions. The presentations are down here that you can load. Here's a certification, training information, commissions. If you qualified and you didn't come in with a TLA package and you need to buy a certificate, here's where you're going to come to buy the certificate, and here's where your voucher code is going to be noted. Now, the other thing too is that it finally rolled over to the calendar. So this is the meeting calendar. Now you're going to notice, for example, right here, today's the 4th, and it shows I'm doing a training. It's all right here, the hours that it's running, what kind of what is being done. And right here is where if you click sign in, the hyperlink will be there that you could actually register and do those types of things. So it's all back here. You'll notice here the different languages, different locations. You can select all of them, America, global, Australia, whatever is appropriate. Now, the other thing is over here is the news. This is where you can come and look at company news. The archives are here where you can go back and look at a lot of the history, a lot of what went on with Dubli. The Inside Magazine is also back here. Inside Magazine is a great magazine that you can literally email to people. It's coded to you. And so if they do anything and they use what you sent them, then they will be electronically tied to you. And you'll actually find that as well under the link of, let's see here, it'll be under the education. When you come back here as well, you'll be able to pull it up the same way. So a lot of what we're talking about is duplicated, and you'll be able to find it in different links. Now we're back on the main page here, the front side. What we just went through horizontally here is also broken down here in quick reference boxes. Company news is right here. The promotions that we just looked at, your promotions for the individual. As you move through the ranks, it's going to tell you where you're at, what you need to do to get to the next promotion. The latest presentations will be right here that you can also click on and download. If you click View All, it will take you directly to the same section that we went to up here under Marketing when you went to PowerPoints. So it's just another quick way to get there. Special promotions, if you click here, is another way of getting to the same thing that we just went to up here under promotions right here. So again, under marketing, same difference here. Upcoming meetings is the meeting calendar. It's the same thing that we did at the top. Here's the views on the pictures. Here's Dubli TV. And again, I'm going to go to Dubli TV for a moment because this is also something that's important for you to use. There's a tremendous number of videos back here that are done by leaders globally. Now, you've got to be a sales director or above to be able to have a training, a video, or whatever you do posted back here. The vice presidents and above don't go through a vetting, but if you're a sales director and you want to post it, you'll post it and it'll tell you it's pending being, reviewed. In other words, vetting. They want to make sure if you're a sales director that, you may be new or whatnot, that you're saying the right things, that there isn't anything being said that is incorrect or in conflict or that type of thing. But if you're a vice president and above, you'll be able to post them immediately. Here's the most recent uploads. Here's the corporate review that Michael Hansen did with Donald Trump. This is one on the partner program, little commercial type thing. This tells you how long. And as you scroll down, it will let you know who did them. Now, these are done by Dubli. So anything that says Dubli TV, you're going to know was done by the company. Now, if you go and select, let's say, leadership, and you click on leadership. Now, these are done, some by Dubli, some by individuals. So here's the individual's name. It tells you who they are. This is Dubli TV. And also it will tell you the language because there are different languages here. This is in Russian. Here you've got the cruise that took place. This is by Valentin, also out of Russia. So you can look at leadership, generating customers, events, testimonials. This Dublin Network and Dubli.com are generally done by the company, but there's a lot that is back here, so you can spend a little bit of time. It'll give you a little history on Dubli and give you some additional information on it. So, but when you click on Dubli TV, it does open up a brand new browser, and that's why you see up here that it opened up another tab for me. And so then you'll log in, and then once you've logged in, here's your login button. You'll log in with exactly the same email user password that you created in Dubli Network, and this allows you access to Dubli TV for your use. Another quick way to get there is from right here. Dubli Network has a great number of tools that are available. They're continually adding more and more to the whole back office format. So I encourage you. Now, I'm in Dubli Network probably, I log in every morning. I'm back here all day, and if I time out, I'll log back in because I'm constantly getting notifications of new things being added, things that are being changed, things that are being moved around. And I want to make sure I stay current on it. And the only way that I can stay current on it is by being back here often enough to find out what's been changed, what's moved, and that type of thing, because they'll send some notifications, but you do want to know where to use it. It's not that you've got to have it down pat where you know absolutely everything, but you do want to know at least where to come and get some of your questions answered so that you become more efficient and proficient in your business. So this is the first thing you're going to want to do to make sure that you get this handled properly. The two main areas, the My Office and the vouchers, are what generally everybody asks about. And then the other thing that they're going to ask about is who's doing events and meetings and what kind of marketing materials does this company have available. So that's all right here for you. I'm going to see if I can edit the front end of this training because of the challenges I had with the speed of the conversion on my software, and I may have a virus in it or not. If I can't get it done, then I'm not going to save this particular training. I'll just do it again. But again, watch the training schedule for those that I do if you want to plug into it. I go through literally over roughly a 6 to 8 week period, a different subject each week. Now next week, the next training that I do will be on Dubli.com, customizing that, because Dubli Network and Dubli.com, and if you're making notes, this is also important to keep in mind, they are separate. Think of them almost like two separate companies. Whatever you change, whatever you do in Dubli Network does nothing in Dubli.com. And whatever you do in Dubli.com does nothing in Dubli Network. So if you change something here and you want it to match over there, you've got to go over there and change it as well. You don't have to. That's up to you. And then the vouchers that you use from here will always be, you'll track them from here, you'll look from here. Those that you run from Dubli.com, the telefriend link and the invitations, that history, you will also look for it in Dubli.com, not Dubli Network. If that customer registers and becomes part of your business, then you'll see that particular customer under my personal customers, because your Dubli.com site is part of your network site only from the respect that those customers, you're the business associate that your own retail site is tied to, so you get paid on all of those businesses, and that's how it's handled. So that you understand, Dubli.com, even though we're in the business, has to be, for us as customers, we have to be handled and treated exactly like any other customer. Even though we're in the business, we don't get treated differently over there. We have to be treated exactly as any other customer, which also means we're also entitled to all of the financial benefits as a VIP customer would have. And when I say that, I mean this. If you use the tele-friend link from Dubli.com and you invite somebody to become a customer and they become a VIP customer, your Dubli.com website will earn the $20 referral fee in Dubli.com. You will earn the $25 commission in Dubli Network. And that's how, when you've heard leaders talk about getting paid $45 on a VIP customer, $99 customer, that's how that number comes together, because it's 20 from the referral out of Dubli.com and 25 from Dubli Network on the commission, the 25% commission on the $99. So we're not quite an hour. I want to thank you for the time you allowed me today to take you through Dubli Network. My whole goal, folks, for all of you is this. I want to make sure you have the facts. I want to make sure you have the information correctly, professionally, so that you've got all of the tools that you need to have to be incredibly successful with your business. This is unique. Nobody has what we have here with Dubli. And this is going to be historic. But we've got to make sure we understand it. We've got to make sure we know how to use it, because you can have the best deal, the best opportunity in the world. If we treat it badly or we treat it incorrectly, it has the same value as no opportunity. Again, I want to thank you very much. Have a great, great weekend, and I will see you on either the next presentation or the next training.